Yes, people. Welcome to Never a Foul. Make sure you smash the like button. Lots of people here nice and early. Sorry for being late. There's a certain someone who's got a cold. No excuses though, But we will be having a war of words about transfers. That's for sure. There's actually a lot of news covering a lot of clubs today. You've got Man United with Joao Neves and obviously Inacio. Then you've got Chelsea with the Sesko push, which is looking quite concrete because apparently Arsenal need to sell Nketiah before they make that move. They got Upamecano interest and whatnot. You got Liverpool, looking like it's a little bit of a solid interest as well. Again in Inacio and more. Then you've got Man City, who've got probably the most news. You've got KDB coming out saying, I need to consider all options. It's looking likely that they're going to push for Bruno Goncalo and Arsenal are not going to pay the full fee, but something Man City are looking at. Kimmich only wants Man City or a top club like Real Madrid or Barcelona, and then so forth. Tottenham looking at the Doué brothers. That's a bit mad. That's a bit mad, personally. That guy there is a baller, both the brothers. And when it comes to Arsenal, probably not so much. I haven't really seen much around Arsenal today. So there you go. What's new anyways? But what are you guys saying?
Interesting. It's interesting. So, KDB, Saudi, time to go.
Not just that. I forgot to say, Alvarez looks like Atletico Madrid are trying to pull him in. All these Argentinian brothers, like the Paul and all that, are trying to convince him to go.
Yeah,
crazy. There's a lot of Man City news, to be fair. So yeah, but where to start, anyways? Ches, since you're here, right? We might as well start with the Chelsea stuff. Yeah. And it's funny. I know you don't like this guy. I don't know if Monts likes this guy. Do you like Upamecano, Monts?
No, he's crap. He might be all right in the Prem. Like he might be okay in the Prem, but I think he's a pile of shit. He's a pile of shit. Like if you're a defender and you got 7 syllables in your last name, you have to be on smoke, bro. You have to be on smoke. But Donny is he's just more brain farts than syllables, bro. It's crazy. It's just so many brain farts. Like for me, he's an athlete that plays centre back. He's not a centre back that's an athlete. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying about the way it is in the Prem, though, the physicality of stuff, even the high lines and the not whatnot. Like it might suit a Maresca type of formation.
He got done up by Haaland on the dribble. Do you know how shit you have to be to let Haaland give you the step?
It's just registered interest if that's the case, though. Like if Chelsea are looking at someone like him and he's cheap, he's got 2 years left on his deal. They might be looking at Tosin as the number 1 option to be as the starting centre back. They might want someone that can, I don't know. I mean, there's already Badia Chile, there's a French connection there. Desassi, another French connection. Malagusto, another French connection.
But you see, listen, cool. And I say Badia Shaw and Desassi aren't like, they don't move, man. But like, is Upamecano that much of an upgrade from what maybe Badia Shaw with game time and not many injuries can get to? Like, realistically. Realistically, we can say Badia Chile all we want. He's got a good ceiling, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We're calling these man Upamecano.
Like running that nonsense again.
Upamecano. Fofana's another one. But I saw that Chelsea are willing to give Fofana another go, but they're looking to obviously offload Chalobah as well. They've got a lot of registered centre backs at this moment of time in that club that I feel they need to get off the books. Probably 2 of them. I think there's about 9. Oh yeah, and it even comes to say that Chelsea's very much likes Eze and Olise. It's just all it is registered FC. Like I like that player FC. Interest FC. It's all of that at the moment.
That's just what it is. It doesn't mean we're linked to him like that. Talking about Upamecano, it's just the board. They appreciate a lot of players. They keep tabs on them. Then if it's necessary, they've already got that rapport. They'll come back in for man. That's all it is. I'm not reading into this one too much because we've got Fofana, we've got Tosin the other day, got Badia Chile there. That Sassy won't touch grass. He was only touching grass because of the injuries. And he was okay overall, if not poor. So there's a few players I'm not expecting to see much this season if everyone stays fit. But you man saw last season, we had what? 5 centre-backs, 6 centre-backs. And at one point, we had like 2 left. Like, so the injury thing is massive. So I think what the board are doing is just sounding out different centre-backs they like. Maybe like athletics-wise, they like the look of. Like, Upamecano's not a good defender, but he's quick, the high line and all that good stuff with Maresca. And then they need to come back to him because their first choice, Arejo, for example, drops out, then they go to him. Do you understand? So
is he gonna? Yeah. Is that Araujo? I think that's how you say it. Araujo.
Yeah, Araujo. Yeah.
Araujo. Like, is he that? Like, he seems like he's suited for the Prem, right? But
No,
is Barcelona actually? Is Barcelona going to let him go? That's the better question.
Yeah. I don't know why they're looking to let him go, but in terms of how he is, what we've seen of him in Champions League and that, well, he's decent. Like, he's tall, he's quick, light skin tax. Like, he's got the good, you know what I'm saying? He's got the good like attributes you would want in the centre back in the Prem. Upamecano is quick. I think he's like 6'1" as well, 6'2". But I don't know about his defensive IQ. That's why like, he gives me like the sassy vibes, but a bit faster.
No, he turns like a bus though, man. That is literally Harry Maguire, but the French version, just a lot more quicker, way more quicker.
But no, we can't say a lot more quicker because the pace is a big difference though. Because Walker's not a good defender, but he's quick.
Yeah, but
it makes a difference, isn't it? Like,
yeah, of course it does.
Walker's not a bad defender, but he's not a good defender.
I'm just surprised that you're more linked with centre backs more than you are with strikers or any other position at this moment. It's kind of quiet on the Chelsea front in that sense. And even there, the Sesko news as well, like you're trying to push for him before Arsenal. It's like a race against time. Does Arsenal need to sell Nketiah before they get Sesko? Is this, do you reckon we could be turned into another Mudryk saga once?
I think you'd think that Chelsea would learn. I don't know. You think they'd learn from their mistakes in some of these purchases. But I feel like they are looking at the right profiles of players. I think they're just going for some of the wrong names. Like, especially, I think the striking options. I don't think there's anything wrong with the striking options that Chelsea are going for. I think Sesko's a good choice. I think he'd suit most teams he goes to because of his speed and strength, and how good he is in the air. He can shoot well as well. Again, defensively is where I worry for Chelsea in it and who they're going for. I don't think defensively they individually your defenders are all shit, but I don't know, man. In terms of like the Mudryk thing, if you're going for like an Olise, like that one confuses me because that means Cole Palmer ultimately is going to be playing in the 10 under Maresca. Predominantly, he plays a 4-2-3-1, right? So we're assuming Cole Palmer would play in the 10, but I feel like that might, I don't know. I'm not saying Cole Palmer can't play in the 10, but I feel like he can play in the 10. But I just put the way he comes in off that right, why move? It's working. Like it's working well. I don't know. I think maybe they should actually go for a 10 and have Cole Palmer come in off the right.
So on that notice, then they like. Remember, just quick. They like Olise and they like Eze. Are you saying they should go more for an Eze than more than an Olise?
Yes, 100%. If they go for an Eze and they take him off Tottenham's hands, I think that would work better because for me, you go build the team around Cole Palmer. Don't bring in Olise and then move Palmer when he's the constant. Palmer's the constant for Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? Game in, game out. So you build on that and you build around him. As I said, my opinion stands. A lot of that Chelsea team is still a little bit above or just dwindling around mediocre. Build around Palmer, build around Gusto, James, and those guys. And then, and I know people are saying we've got Nkunku, but Nkunku's not. I personally think he's not reliable fitness-wise. I'm not saying that it's the most reliable fitness-wise either, but at least you got two of them. At least there's two guys there. You know what I'm saying? If you've got Nkunku and Eze, you got two of the better 10s in the league. Not the best, obviously, but you've got two bad boys in your 10 now. When one's injured, the other one comes in. There's not a massive drop-off in quality. One's more Prem-proven than the other.
What I would say is
in Europe. So,
a few things. Firstly, in possession, he plays a 3-2-5.
Yeah.
So what that would mean is essentially in possession, you would have to drop one of the midfielders. So Lavia or Enzo or Caicedo. Probably Lavia won't play as much, or Enzo won't play as much. But the front four will remain the same. So you would have Palmer, Nkunku, Olise, Mudryk. He likes his touchline wingers one-on-one. That would be Olise, that would be Mudryk. who'd be good for that, by the way. So I could see him have a good season this season. And then you would have like the 10s. So you had like Olise or Palmer, and then Nkuku, and then someone up front, Sesko, whatever. So it does work. Obviously, it means you're missing out on players who aren't going to be playing for your team. But if your team's doing well, no one's really going to care. Maybe the price goes down, is what it is. But in terms of Olise, I don't really think it's a bad move at all, because you might have forgetting he was our first choice or second choice. And it's only because of tapping up. He's not wearing a blue shirt right now. It's only because we got caught with tapping up.
But this point, Cole Palmer hadn't beat off at this point, though. Cole Palmer hadn't beat off at this point, though.
Sorry?
Cole Palmer hadn't Cole Palmered at that point.
No, but my point is this: is like they would have gone for another winger this season anyway. So if Olise came in and had a half Cole Palmer season and was doing all right, you would have looked for another right winger anyway. So I think people don't need to deep it too much and go, "Oh, Palmer's your star man." He still will be the star man, because Olise would be like another 10 option. And people forget we still got Carney there, who could do another 10 role. So like we've got options in terms of that like fluid front three, front four kind of position. The main issue is left wing and striker, Sesko and Somerville. So if you bring in Olise, Sesko, and Somerville, that covers all the positions you need. You got Carney, Nkuku, Enzo, Palmer.
I don't think he signed 3 attackers. I don't think he signed 3 attackers.
Oh no, we probably will, bro. We probably will. We're linked with Sesko as a striker. We're definitely getting a striker.
Yeah, you can be linked, but I don't think
definitely going to get at least one winger.
You still have to sign defenders, and you probably have to get another midfielder.
But look at the sales we're going to make, Monts. You're forgetting we're going to make money, minimum 100 mil. So the money thing's not an issue. I'm telling you. The money thing will be an issue.
You're doing the daddies. You're doing the daddies' money.
Oh, you're missing out. I'm not saying I want to get all these players.
No. I'm saying, bro, I don't think it's realistic for you. I don't think it's realistic that Chelsea are going to sign 3 attackers.
You're not getting our money situation is not as bad as like you may think. Like it's actually not that bad. Like it's not.
What positions do you need up front though? Like you need a striker, you need
left winger,
some sort of winger, left winger, and then what is that it?
Ideally, you definitely get a striker. We're gonna get a striker. Cool, ST. You want a left winger because Sterling might leave. Even if he doesn't, he's gonna leave next season anyway. He's 31. And then you probably want another variation of a 10. That's why Olise makes sense.
This is why I don't think you get more of an Olise. If you're saying left winger, that's why I see it being more of an Eze. Maybe. But then again, you're hot for Olise, so I'm not going to deny it. It's already there. It's concrete proof. There's no saying... No,
I don't know why you might think we can't... Why we don't need Olise. He plays 10, he plays right wing. Like
it just depends what Maresca feels with Cole Palmer. Like Madueke ain't going nowhere, let's be real. And it's just like, other than that, it's like who's going to fit where kind of thing. Obviously, you got Nkunks to fit in as well. He might be up front option with Jackson, but clearly you're looking at a striker. So even Jackson, like, where's his position under threat? Is it up front or is he going to be playing?
You might be forgetting it. What's everyone be saying all season? We're mid-table all season. We came sick, no trophies. We need to up the levels of the squad. Like this is what I want to hear. This is good for me. I want to hear you, man, telling me, Ches, who are you going to play up front next season? No one. If we get Sesko, Olise, Somerville, brother, it could be any front 5.
You're right.
You can literally tell me Jackson and Nkuku, Palmer, Olise. You could tell me Enzo, Lavia, Caicedo midfield, Palmer, Olise, Nkuku up front. You don't actually know. That's what I want to hear. We came 6th. Like,
yeah, no, you're right.
I don't really want the standards to stay the same. I need to up it a bit.
Yeah, and you're looking at Somerville, so that's another left winger. There you go. Up in the levels, innit?
But why Monts with the money thing is wrong, because Olise is what, 52, Sesko is 55, Somerville's 30. That's 140 mil. We're minimum going to make sales of 100 mil.
Yeah, again.
So the money thing's an issue, I'm telling you.
You're not addressing the goalkeeper. You're not addressing anything defensively. You're not addressing anything in the midfield. If anything, your attack's actually been okay numbers-wise. The issue has been your midfield and your defense. And yes, they're going to say new manager, new structure. But again, bro, like, let's not act like the midfield and defensive adjustment issues need to be addressed. They are
addressed because the context.
Well, actually, who are you looking to sell, by the way? Quick one. Who are you looking to sell? Other than Chalobah, you're looking to sell him?
So it'll be Armando Broja.
That's you won't get a lot from him. Oh, Matson isn't
getting... Broja will be 20.
By the way, Matson, apparently,
Dortmund... Sorry,
Dortmund ain't gonna release his 30 million release clause, but he's still active.
Yeah,
He can be
man,
active for any club, innit?
we're gonna get money for
No, you
Broja,
will not. Matson will get bought 30 million release clause. Chalobah.
That's already 80 mil there.
That's
Easy.
pure profit as well. Cash.
That's what I'm saying. And then potentially Gallagher. Gallagher's more in the middle because if we get a contract for him, we get more money from next season, innit? So
yeah, no, you're right. You're right. No, you're right. The thing is, if Gallagher leaves, if it's always about a big if, but yeah, you can generate a lot of cash. When I say cash,
and Amari Hutchinson.
Yeah. 20
There's
million.
more. The list goes on. There's definitely more players I forgot.
Yeah, you know what? You can definitely do what you need to do, and obviously, Lewis Hall as well. Do you remember that? That one got triggered,
and that hasn't even been banked yet.
No, that ain't been banked till July.
What I'm trying to tell you is this, yeah.
Lukaku.
Like, I feel like you're looking at things a bit too like harsh because you're saying to me you need to sort your midfield and defense. We had no midfield and defense purely because of injuries. Lavia, Fofana, Badiashile being fit the whole season are brand new signings. You're telling me Nkuku next season not going to be a brand new signing if he's fit for 3/4 of it? Say you're correct. He's correct. He's not fit for the whole
I'm not saying you don't have players. You are just moving like it's career mode, bro.
No, yeah, but right now, we have the players there already. We have the players there already. They were just injured. We never got to see Lavia and Nkuku start a game. We never got to see that once.
I'm sorry, bro. Enzo, Caicedo, and Gallagher was your midfield for most of the season, and for the most point was fit for majority of the season. Yes, you did.
Is that a good setup for you? That's not a good setup.
I think Chelsea are doing good things at the moment, man.
Bro, everyone gets injuries, bro. I already said once you get some of your players back, you'll go from 12th to fucking 6th or something, and that's what happened, bro. That's what happened because that is your level. But I'm saying if you're going to buy and improve your squad, which is what Chelsea are 100% going to do.
Oh my gosh, guys, I forgot half those names.
Bro, Malang Sarr's on a nasty little pay packet.
Lukaku's 35 million.
Look, Sarr's a pay packet and a half that needs to be off the books soon. And he's got. You only get like 5 million for like someone like Malang Sarr, anyways.
But all of that together is easily.
Yeah, I can't lie. They can. When you say career mode, Monts, I believe they can play career mode at this point. They can.
Yeah, the difference is
again,
but it doesn't work. But on the pitch, bro. We done this last season, bro. On the pitch is different from on paper. It's so different from.
All right, hear me out then.
Bro, if you go get 3 new attackers, bro, then man have to gel all over again. It's not feasible.
All right, hear me out. Yeah, the main bulk of their squad, you could say, they still got the main bulk of their squad, right? They still got the back four and everything. They've been together for a year. It's a bit of a different situation when you deep the Graham Potter squad that he had, and then what Pochettino had to gel together. You could make the argument that the last, let's just say 4 or 5 months, that a lot of these attackers have gelled together. They know what they're doing. Cole Palmer knows what he's doing with Jackson. Jackson knows what he's doing with Caicedo. Caicedo's performance went up, in my opinion, as well. And then you could say, Reece James coming back, Gusto's. They got a bit more chemistry. So adding 3, 4, 5 players, which pretty much I think all of our clubs are going to sign 3, 4, 5 players. The only difference is Man United need to gel probably something brand new, where Chelsea are already got something there. So when you're trying to integrate a certain player that's going to come into the first team, not so much as an option, it should be a lot easier this time out rather than last season. But that's just an opinion, right? Not saying I'm right or wrong.
That's also true, but also what I'm just forgetting is like we had loads of injuries, man. And what you're saying is your point is this. No, but this is what you're telling me. This is what you're telling me, like, oh, everyone gets injuries. I never talked about everyone else. I never said we're different to everyone else. My point is that's a factor to why I didn't get to see my best teams. You might not think Lavi is that good. He's not. I do
think that, bro. I think Lavi is one of your best midfielders.
My point isn't even about Lavia, bro. Point is that, like, the system was already a bit knackered. You remember we speaking about it the whole year. A, B, players who were key for that system all injured. In Cooks, Reese, Gusto at times, Baddy, Romeo, like all these men are all injured. Carney's injured the whole season. Like, keep it a buck, bro. Like, don't be saying, oh, yeah, your team's average and a few players, you're spending too much money.
But that's not good.
Half the team was injured. You're not. I don't think you're deep.
Yes, bro. And
that's
I'm not saying 12th is your level. I'm not saying 12th is your level.
You just said that before. You just said 12th before.
No, I said once you got a few players back and your injuries became a bit more feasible, then 6th. I said this to Cass. I said you guys will probably end up around 6th. And what did you do? End up around 6th. And yes, it's good that you had a good end to the season. But I'm not even talking specifically on injuries. I think obviously you guys had the most injuries, and that is going to hinder any team. Yes, but there was a lot of injuries in there that weren't gonna fully affect your starting 11, bro. There are injuries in there that weren't affecting.
Please name those not affected
Bro,
starting 11 injuries.
bro. I'm telling you, there are certain
let's not do women's semantic. I want to hear names.
So you're telling me every single one of those injuries was a key player to your team. Every single one.
You made the statement.
No. All I'm saying is
you made the statements. I'm asking you questions on what you said. Don't deflect.
But I'm saying, but can't
you be accountable for what you be accountable for what you said. You just said with your own mouth there's certain players who, when they were injured, they come back in. It's not that deep. Please name them.
Okay.
Be accountable for what you're saying.
So with Upamecano, is he one of your best attackers and starts you undeniably?
I want you to give me a list of names of players.
I just gave you a name. Is Upamecano one of those guys that starts automatically in your team, or is he not a rotational piece in your team? It's a rotational piece, bro.
Nah, he's better than Gallagher in the 10, so I'm taking him over Gallagher in the 10.
Again, but
just because you don't like what you hear doesn't mean you have to.
This is my thing. This is my thing. We're gonna agree on players. I don't believe Fofana's a key player for you anymore.
I never said.
I don't believe.
I never said Carney's I never said Carney is him. He's gonna change our team once.
But this is my point.
Lavia's he's the best player in the league. I never said that.
This is my point, bro. This is my point. My point is a lot of yes. I understand there were key injuries for me, like the Nkunkus and the Lavias. For me, those are two players I rate very, very highly. But there was also other ones in there for me that I don't think would have made the world of difference to your team, because I think they're all right. They're all right, or maybe on their day. So as I said, for me, your level is 6th place, 5th place, 6th. That is your level. If you don't, this is the thing. You're not listening
to hear. You're just listening.
What do you mean I'm not listening to hear? I'm telling
people in the chat like you. They're just hearing words and they're not really listening to what I'm saying. It's like, oh, you're waffling. Like, are you listening to what I'm saying?
You're not listening to what I'm saying. You asked me to say.
I'm listening to what you're saying, and you're talking, bro. I'll be real. You're doing this, saying the same thing.
I told you what your level is, and I said not every injury for me is as significant as you're making it out to be.
I never said they're all significant though.
But that's I
never said that.
But Kaz, but Ches, when I said that,
for Kaz,
no, you said
I never said Kaz. Did I say once? Who are players and key players? No, I never said that.
Brother,
I never said that.
When
you're arguing to argue, I'm gonna let you land.
You're cutting me off. Yes, I simply said to you, there's certain injuries there that for me didn't make a massive issue, and you said list them. I gave you some names, and you didn't like the names that you heard. You didn't like the names that you heard. If Ukachukwu gets injured, bro, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't make no difference.
You're mentioning Leslie and Carney.
Bro, if Carney gets injured, I'm sorry, it doesn't make a difference in my opinion.
But I wasn't talking about every single player, though.
Bro, Fofana's been injured.
No.
Hold on, listen to me. You asked me to give you lists. So please let me give you the list.
But I never. Stop talking, bro. Your statement that you said, I never disagreed with it.
Yes, you did.
I'm confused. I never once said to you. I never once said to you, yeah. What's it? I never once said to you, Montel, yeah. All our players coming in makes a big difference. I'm talking about the key players. I said specifically key. You know who's key? Key? Lavia, James, Fofana, and Nkunku. Them 4 in particular, they were out the whole season, all 4 of them, yeah? You're telling me they don't get us from 6th to 4th. They fit the whole season. Bearing in mind, let me give you context. You're 4 points behind 4th. 4, not 10. Oh, you're a 6th place team.
Again, context.
Context of what?
Context. For majority of the season, you went for, we had a 5-winning game streak at the end of the season because things started to click. Again, if you really want me to go there, man are on holiday, bro. Man are on holiday. You won the last 5 games of the season. No one gave a fuck. Chess, no one gave a fuck. You might think your players are of a level. It's okay. I'm a rival fan. I don't. I'm not saying you man are shit. I'm just saying I think 6th, 5th is currently your level. Now, could you shift to 4th or maybe shift? Yeah, it could probably happen. You can do that. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you my opinion of where I think your players are and your levels are at. I understand the injuries, and I understand, which is why for me, I think you did make the jump. You man aren't shit. I just think you think your players are better than what they are.
No,
and when you bring I'm going back to my main point. If you bring in,
if you bring in like it's coming from a place of jealousy.
Hold on. What am I jealous of?
That Caicedo thing really got to you.
I've not said anything about. I've not said anything.
That Caicedo thing really got to you.
I've not said anything about Caicedo. I've not even mentioned his name.
That 5 a.m. really got to you, bro.
You're talking about Caicedo. I've said nothing to do with Caicedo, bro. I'm talking about now, going back to my original point. If you're talking about bringing in free attackers and saying because they're making so much money, bro, bringing in free attackers is not feasible, bro. You're having to gel your attack all over again under a new manager. And then you're going to want him out after 7 months because they don't gel quick enough because no one has any time to link or build any sort of rapport. It's not sustainable. That's my opinion.
So we don't need to bring on a striker then? Is that what you're saying?
Say that again?
So you're saying free attackers is too much, yeah? So we don't need the ST in left winger minimum?
You can
definitely do need the ST.
This is why I said you're not listening. I said, bro, you could probably get 2 attackers. 2 attackers could run, but getting free attackers, and again, you have so much other things to address. If you're bringing in 5, 6 man,
hold on a minute. Aren't you the same brother, yeah? Kaz, this is where you come in. Doesn't Monts not rate Noni?
No, he doesn't.
So if I said to you, I'm going to release him.
Palmer.
Let me land. If I said to you, Kaz, okay, cool, Noni's not it. I want to bring someone at high levels, Prem proven, to compete with Palmer and to compete for the 10, i.e. Michael Olise. What's wrong with me saying that? What's that got to do with Palmer? Nothing. So why is free attackers like you just said wrong? Striker we need. Left winger we definitely need because Sterling's dusty.
Bro, I didn't say it's categorically wrong. I just said it's a stretch, bro. You're stretching it with free attackers.
Free attackers, man. You need to gel with a new manager. Rare tear. No one disagreed with that. But you're just going way too hyperbolic. A bit womanese for me. A bit like, a bit pedantic. Your players are average. They're mid. 4 points or 4. Everyone's on holiday, bro. Your players from injury aren't that deep. It's like you're going too far left.
Yeah, let me. Land it.
Too far left. We'll agree to disagree in it.
Honestly, I appreciate your super chat, but I'm not trying to make this political. Sorry. Out of fairness, but big up for the super chat. I know you, but less of the political stuff in it. If you don't mind. Solomon says, big up the panel. I would rather we focus on Eze than Olise. Left wing is a bigger issue than right wing and 10. We have to think about Estavo and Kendry Pairs as well and not hinder them. This is what he's saying. And Robert is saying they ain't good enough yet. Your team wanted 5 over 11. Enzo, Lavia, Caicedo, Nkunku, Colwell. Either the quality or your recruitment is crap.
That's fact.
Our recruitment has been crap.
It's true.
Our recruitment has been crap. Bro. Klopp was put in charge of the recruitment, and not a lot of the fan base liked it. We wanted him to coach rather than be in charge of the signings because he wanted to fight for guys like Darwin Núñez. I've been critical of my team's recruitment. Hence why when Klopp's walked out the window, Michael Edwards and Julian Ward and all of those guys have come back. So again, I keep the same energy. Stop talking about, my team wanted these players, bro. But doesn't mean the recruitment perfect.
No, by the way, you're missing his point though. His point isn't about the recruitment per se. He's more sorry, Kaz, yeah. He's mainly saying, Monts, is that like you're saying our players overall players are average, in your opinion, cool. But when I told you 4 pillars that were missing the whole season, players your club wanted.
Those aren't the man I said were average. Are those the man I said were average? Do you want me to list who I say are average?
No, you said no. Your quote was, I don't want to go around in circles. Your quote was a lot of the players who are out injured, basically.
No, not injured. I'm talking. I didn't say a lot of the players are injured. I said some of the players. I said not every one of your players who were injured.
But no one said they would. So why are you saying that?
You're going around. This is going around in circles, by the way.
You jumped down my throat and said, list them. That's what you said.
No, but you said the statement first. I never mentioned them.
You done what down your throat?
Yeah, relax as well.
Yo, mate.
Yeah, bake off there. But I'm sorry, Kaz. I'm sorry we're going around in circles here. It is what it is, isn't it? But I never once said to you, Montoya, all of them coming in will do their thing. I never said that. I don't know why you made that statement and started defending it. I never actually said that statement once. Never. But I know because Olise saying that Caicedo didn't go to your club, you're upset. It's fine. Like, it's actually okay. You got Arnie Slut laying down on the floor and all that. It's calm. You'll get your Somerville to get 30 million. That's your sign, and you can take him. You know what I'm saying? So it's calm. It'll all work out in the end for Liverpool, man. Hopefully win another league title in the next 20 years.
Yeah, genuinely, it's funny. Like, to be as bad as you've been for the last 2 years and still think you have chat.
Well, we gave you half your trophies.
I take trophies off.
We gave you half your trophies, man.
I take trophies off.
We gave you half your trophies, man.
Yeah. No, you didn't give. No, I took them. No, I took them.
Isn't it?
I took them. Like, at the end of the day, when I speak and you don't like things that I hear, when the fan base don't like things that I hear, and I'm talking about.
You're deflecting, man. You're deflecting.
I'm not deflecting. You deflect. Whenever you don't like something I say to you about the club, you just bring it back to Caicedo. When I haven't mentioned Caicedo, it's all right. It's all right. The head's gone, and that's cool. Man. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? You can do the politician answer, but the standards are on the floor.
If Caicedo is really
on the floor, bro. We miss Upamecano. Fuck off, man. Just fuck off. You miss Upamecano. You miss Upamecano.
So what? It says. So what does it mean?
You miss Upamecano, guys.
It says, so what does it make Liverpool players if they finish below us next season?
Crap!
Nah, Liverpool definitely finish below us next season. I can't wait to. But Montel, are you going to finish above us next season? Are you going to finish above us next season, bro?
The bar don't drop with me. The bar drops with them.
Are you going to finish above us next season?
Conte, Tuchel,
that's what I asked the question. Hey, people, you don't want to answer the question. He's avoiding the question.
Giving Noni Madueke prop. These men used to call Pulisic shit. The bar's in hell. The bar is in hell.
He won a Champions League, mate.
Please. Look,
yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
Are you going to finish above us next season, Monts?
These man used to call Pulisic shit. That was the level.
Monts, are you going to finish above us next season?
These man used to call Pulisic shit. Now these men are giving Noni Madueke props. It's crazy. It's crazy. These men used to have standards, bro. It's mad, bro. It's madness. It's madness. Madness.
Sorry, Robert. He doesn't want to answer your questions. He's been stubborn.
Yeah, Robert says, not to mention your new sporting director's almost bought Jackson. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. But what's that got to do with my standards for my club? What's that got to do with it? Just because Liverpool have looked at someone, that doesn't mean they're automatically quality. Liverpool got Gravenberch. Is he quality? No, he's not. So we're
going to finish above you next season, man. Just calm.
Like,
is that a receipt?
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Because you can clip me up. I've already seen
I am.
Bro.
Oh, I am. Don't you worry. I am. They're going into clips.
It's crazy.
But yeah, anyways, look, man, it's going in circles. There's 400 of you in here, so please smash the like button. So pause what you're doing. You know, as much as pause is going around a lot because people say some brazy stuff. Just make sure you do that yourself and smash the likes. I don't know what we're on at this moment of time.
Bring up CFC with a comment. That Pedro thing, please. Just please.
Once we used to have Pedro as depth. They still won the league though. Mourinho, innit?
This is where these man were at, guys. These man were, that's where them man were, fam.
Yeah, but
He was depth. He was depth. He was depth.
Well, anyways, let's move on. Make sure you smash the like button. We're like 9 subscribers off of 23,000, by the way. 9 subscribers. So if you haven't done so yet and you thought, oh wait, I ain't subscribed here, then there you go, man. Do subscribe if you're new. Pedro was 32. Yeah, he was still a baller though. But yeah, man. Yeah, I saw him. You was slapping it with left foot, everything. The guy's cold. But yeah, man, look. Moving on to Man United, as you can see in the right corner. Apparently, Man United, according to Record Portugal, Portuguese outlet, I don't know how reliable they are, but I know they are. They're probably like the markers of the world. But allegedly, Man United, who's been tracking Joao Neves all season long, and even a little bit before that, 51 million bid has been rejected. They want something closer to 80 million. Now, I don't understand this personally because at one point it was 100 million and all of a sudden Benfica want 80 million. But trying to play negotiations with Benfica is a bit nuts because they always get what they want all the time. They're like Galley of this world. They always get what they want. But United, Joao Neves, do you not rate that? Would you not rate that signing proper? Like I would say, destroyer. Bit short though, about 5'9", I think. So, what do you think? Would that be a good signing for you lot in your eyes for United?
Yeah, man. I think it'd be a good player.
You go first, go on.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good player for you, man. You might need that kind of player in midfield because you've got Mainu, who's more of a, I wouldn't say a box crasher, he's a ball carrier. So you guys need to kind of like destroy in there. Casemiro is finished. McTominay can't play with Manchester United. Mount isn't that kind of guy. So that kind of midfielder is very important for your team. And you haven't had that for a minute. Since Matic, probably.
A long time.
Matic. Yeah, since Matic, probably, yeah. And bro, like, I think it's important for your team to do that. And I like what I see and what I hear from your club, basically recruitment and people behind the scenes. So this kind of signing, Neves, will be in a step in the right direction. But how much you're going to pay, if he's going to move the needle or not, is yet to be seen. I don't know a lot about him, but I've heard a lot about him. So depends, man. Depends who you bring around him, but I guess it's a good base.
I think it's a solid signing. The only issue is I don't know if his technical level is there. I think he's a little bit too short potentially as well for a DM. But at the same time, it is probably one that you could probably partner with a Kobe Mainu, but then you've got a really young partnership going on there. Like your partnership, I think, how old is he? Is he like 19? No, he's 19 years of age, and you're going to partner him with another 19-year-old. If that's going to be your base for the next 5 years, it could be solid. If it's a build-up season, it could be solid, right? I thought someone like Liverpool would be looking at someone like Joao Neves as well. I think he would suit them very much. But then again, I'd think if you're looking at Feyenoord and what they had in DM in Vifa, he was more of a controller, like, you know what I mean, like a dictator. So maybe it wouldn't make sense as that. But yeah, man, I think it'd be a very solid signing. It's just that I'm just surprised that Man United are trying to make moves, but I don't know about what you think, Monts, but 80 million is way too much. For a 19-year-old, it is for what Man United need to grab anyways.
Wait, when's he spending?
I don't know.
I don't know. 80 million's a blast, but in today's market, are you surprised?
Not really. I don't know if the hype is there with him though. I feel like there's other profiles. Like I'd rather go get Yusuf Fofana for 20 million. Do you know what I mean? Like one of those bargains. If instantaneously, if Man United go and get an 80 million signing or 70 million even, all of a sudden you're just doing what you've been doing. So I don't know where to put this in terms of how much I would rank it, if that makes sense. Like, would anyone be scared of a Joao Neves? Like, is anyone thinking like what's his hype?
Because the thing is with Joao Neves, yeah, like I feel like with what he provides you, like, is that cool? You want to address Man United? Do you go, oh yeah, Joao Neves? Is that what you don't, do you really?
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? You don't. I think obviously I don't know how much you're gonna get for Cass, but if you get that money up front for Cass, I feel like there's just other midfield options that you can get. You know what I'm saying? There's cheap options. There's your Kones, there's your Florentino Luis. I know that's kind of his thing. Like everyone seems to forget about Florentino Luis. That's not the worst signing in the world if you want to kind of just start to build something.
That's a real destroyer as well.
Yeah, exactly. And don't get me wrong. Neves is a good baller, but do you want to have two? As you kind of alluded to, do you want to have two young midfielders in the midfield?
I think you need someone a little bit more experienced. It just depends how you want to. It depends what you want.
They do need help, and you've already. For me, you got to build a team around Mainu, innit? You have to. You have to. Absolutely have to. You have to build that midfield around Mainu, protect him with a bit of experience and a little bit of quality going forward. And I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a mad thing to just. I think if you go for it's like you've got Kobe Mainu, and now you're spending 80 million. You want to spend 80, 90 million on another Kobe Mainu. I'm not saying they're the same player. They're not the same player, but do you know what I'm saying? You've already got a young star in your midfield. You don't need another one. Like when you lack in maybe experience and also quality and also legs, bro. Legs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes just having, not saying Gallagher on a Gallagher thing, but sometimes legs is legs, bro. A Fred. You know what I'm saying? A Fred. How badly did you need a Fred this year? How bad did you need a Fred?
1,000,000%.
You needed a Fred. A Fred would have helped so much in your midfield. You know what I'm saying?
Especially that's the copy, yeah.
I just think there's other options. That's not me shading on Neves. I haven't watched Neves, I haven't proper watched Neves to know how good he really, really is. But from what I've seen, he hasn't moved me to be dashing 80 million when you've already got Kobe Menu there.
Would you trust grabbing Ches? Would you grab someone from Benfica these days? knowing what they've offered out.
Broski.
Benfica tax, you know what I'm saying?
Broski, Nunes, ends.
I don't know why this question directed at me, innit? I feel like it's slightly loaded, but you know what? It's definitely a risk to get him, but yeah, bro, it's just a risk, innit? Like, I know all signings are a risk, but when you've seen the track record of Nunes, Enzo, these sort of players,
the other one? Who's the other one that went PSG?
Oh, Goncalo Ramos.
Yeah, Ramos.
Him.
It doesn't look good in it. It doesn't bode well paying 90 million euros a pound, bro. So, boy, like you, Monts just said, yeah, probably go with someone experienced, someone who knows what they're doing, pay the 80 million, someone like that, and then you get like a Neves maybe back up if you have extra money and you feel like his ceiling's here. But for the first signing, that's very, very risky. And the position in midfield like that, you've seen Caicedo take time in the league, and he's from the league. Imagine the Portuguese league, 5'9". It's peak. And you think Caicedo gets it bad for 90, 85 million, the pressure's going to be on. So, and especially with defense, you might need to get defenders, left back, midfielders. It's long.
Yeah, I think so as well. But another one, Man United, and also this is where I can bring in Liverpool as well. We're both linked to, and it's confirmed, Inacio is on that radar. 60 months. It's a battle between me and you yet again. Yet again. You won last time. It's fine. You got McAllister. It's all good. But Inacio is someone I really, really like. And I saw Liverpool fans say they'd rather get Hincapié or something like that. But on my end, I don't see why Man United will be targeting someone that costs 60 million euro, 52 million pounds for his release clause. I reckon you can get him for like 40 million. I don't think you need to trigger it personally. I don't know if he's going to have a lot of suitors. But this is someone that you need and probably that I need. But you need him more than what we do, I think. Maybe. Because we got F and all, basically.
I mean, I think both of us need, like, we definitely both need someone like Inacio. I was saying, obviously, people do like look at Diamonde as well. I mean, if one of you want to get Diamonde and one of us get Inacio, I'm happy to go Dutch with you, man. And if you want to do that, take a centre back each and go Dutch. I'm cool with that personally, innit? But I don't really want to do the battle for signings again. Got a bit of PTSD, you know what I mean? So I don't want to be hearing Inacio was our first choice. Like, don't know if I'm ready for one of those moments again, but genuinely, we do need another centre back in it. We do need another centre back, and for me, 60 million euros. So what's that? What's that? Like 50 million in pounds?
Yeah,
like, that's not, bro. That's in today's thing for Inacio. What, 50 mil? Boom, he's yours. Why is that even a battle between two clubs? Someone just pay the fucking money and go and get him. If you really want him,
but you're broke, man. You're broke.
You know what I'm saying? No, we're not.
But who's that broke out YouTube? Is it Man U?
I'll tell you for free. We're not broke. Well, we're limiting our spending.
No, who's the one out
One thing I would say is that we have
YouTube
Champions League football. I think that could help. I said us being in the Champions League could help. Because Man United is still the bigger club than us. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure about the pool to this day, because obviously I think United's pool is sometimes a bit when they're not in the champs, in it. But I think the pool for Liverpool, I think our pool's decreased a bit because there's no Klopp. I think there are players that would sign for Liverpool just to play under Jurgen Klopp, in it. Like, let's be honest, I know Slot's a respected manager in Holland, but at
the same time, though, Man United, we don't even know who the next manager is going to be.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, so there's uncertainty for you, man, as well.
Exactly.
At least you might have your whole house in order at the moment in time. They don't. Whether they're going to get it in order soon or not.
The house is in order, but it ain't rained yet, so I don't know if the roof is. It ain't rained yet. I haven't tested. It's not rainproof. The house ain't rainproof.
What do you mean? We got something that you, man, don't have in it. We got a natural waterfall in our stadium. What can you, man, say that? Can you man say that? Like, we've actually got a site, like, do you know what I mean?
You have a zoo in the toilets. You have your own safari park.
Your people wear raincoats to go to the toilet to do a wee-wee, fam.
Man said a wee-wee like we are 7 years
You
of
use
age.
them doing wee-wees to raincoats on.
Not gonna lie.
Sense, man.
You man,
it's raining outside.
You got rats in the potties in that, bro. Rat in the potties.
Trafford Springs.
Man's having showers of rats. Nah,
hey, big up the rats, man.
Hey, Man said Trafford Fools. That is crazy. That is crazy.
But I got a feeling he's definitely. You've got a centre back slot that you can take. We do obviously we're missing Varane, but it wouldn't make sense to move for a left centre back right now in this moment of time for Man United. So I think this is Liverpool's battle to lose. You was chasing him last summer, and I don't know why you didn't get him, but you birthed out Kwanzaa out of that. But at the same time, it is Liverpool's to lose.
You got lucky with that as well. That one,
yeah. I'm surprised Man United haven't moved for a right centre back as of yet. Like you'd think, like surely you bring someone in ASAP. Surely you need to be getting rid of another centre back in either Lindelof or Maguire. Like I think Maguire needs to fuck off mainly because of anything more than a Lindelof. Just because it depends. It all depends on who the new manager is, and that probably is what it is. They want to know who it is. We need to know who it is. Who's going to suit the targets a lot more. But let's say it is a Roberto De Zerbi that comes in. I'm not being funny. I'd rather Lindelof than Maguire all day long. That makes sense because he's more of a ball player. I don't like Maguire.
If Maguire's a rotational piece, that is so calm. I think. Do you know what I think's good as well with Maguire? I just think that the fact that he's no longer in the spotlight anymore, I think it's done him the world of good. But my thing is that if United do want to get back to where they are, ultimately he's not good enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I thought they would move on both of those and just get.
I think Lindelof, we triggered the year extension just probably to get to see probably what suitors and what money.
He was all right.
It's not even that. It's just like trying to get a quick 15 million out of him or 10 million potentially. It could be something, right? And then you got Maguire, who's got like 2 years left on his contract or something like that. He might have some suitors, especially after the Euros as well. Might be the perfect time to move him on. I think so, anyways. And obviously Lindelof's playing for Sweden, so there you go. There, that's the perfect time probably to move both of them on. I think it's the case. I'd rather Willie Kamawala come up in the ranks, be the backup right centre back option. Then that's obviously free. Get a Todibo potentially, and then get maybe a left centre back afterwards. That's if you can move them on. That's a big if. But with Liverpool, obviously, it's about partnering Van Dijk. And then after next season, it's like, who's going to take the reins of Van Dijk more than likely? Are you going to have to phase him out just as yet? He might have a couple more years in the bank. I think he's got a year left on his contract as well, if I'm correct. 2025 or is it 2026? So it's interesting times for Liverpool, Even like the Liverpool, even Alisson, like what's the next move for Alisson? Is it Saudi? There's obviously been rumors around there. I know he's committed to Liverpool for this year. We even got Kevin De Bruyne saying he's open to Saudi as well. So it's like all the footballers that we've known for the last 7-8 years, they're gonna have to figure their pay packet, towards the end of their career.
Bro, I was actually deep in it. More so Liverpool than Man City, because Man City showed they can recycle quite well. But Liverpool next season look completely different. Even this season, they won't be that different because sort of Alisson, Salah, Van Dijk, midfield will be very similar. But in terms of next year, when Salah probably leaves, Van Dijk might, Alisson probably leaves. It's going to look very different, man. It's interesting to see their revolution and see how they rebuild the team, because Monts isn't expecting his team to go from third to fifth, competing for fourth. You need to stay where you are at least, innit? So
yeah, no, I know. I think we still get top four, but I don't think we obviously this season was ultimately a failure, but it was a good run, innit? We had a good run last season. I think we exceeded expectations by quite a lot last season. I don't see us replicating that this year. I don't see it.
No, you probably won't.
I don't see us falling off a cliff, but I see us again.
But you got to be careful because I'm going to say it's politely, sorry. I don't know if top four is a streaming for you, man, next season. That's the problem. I'm not saying that I disrespect, I'm violating you, I'm being deadly serious. If you, man, don't make the right signings, I could actually see a season where you fall out of Champions League and now it looks a bit... Because you guys won the Champions League last year. People forget that. You had a bad season last year. And this season was good and you rose above where you expected to be. But you don't want to drop off below Champions League.
Back to 2 years ago.
I feel like Liverpool address a lot of the situations. Left back, that's evident.
No. I think
they would address it.
I generally think that obviously James Pearce come out and said, as he said this annual, I don't think Liverpool are going to be too busy in the transfer window this season. He said that last year we ended up signing a whole new midfield. Obviously because we ended up selling Fabinho and Henderson, which wasn't expected to happen. So obviously context with that. But this guy is almost I generally feel like Liverpool are in a weird space now where it's very hard to set a core expectation. Someone asked last night, if Slot doesn't finish in the top 4, do you sack him? And I said, well, there's a way to finish outside the top 4 if you do. Do you know what I'm saying? If you win a trophy on the way, I think that gives you leverage to go again another season. I think if you just miss out on top 4 and you have kind of an up and down season where there's signs of a style of play, then absolutely not. If you remember, outside of the top 4 doesn't mean 5th. You could finish 10th. Liverpool finished 10th, then boy, you know what I'm saying? Are you really going to give the manager another year? I do believe in giving every manager at least 2 years, but boy, 10th place is crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It is crazy. So I think there's ways to finish outside of the top 4 if it is to happen. It depends on your cup runs as well. I think the Champions League is now going to be infinitely harder to win with Mbappe going to Madrid and, you know, Dortmund looking stronger. A lot of these teams that you wouldn't have thought would have done well this year now looking stronger. You know, I think the Champions League is going to be very difficult, even though Liverpool have heritage. It's just going to be very difficult. So even though I have a lot of high standards, it just depends on who stays and who goes in it. Like, we need to see what happens over the summer. I think it's going to be very interesting. But again, as Ches said, if we do keep the spine, there's no excuse to drop off a cliff. There's no excuse, in my opinion. Obviously, new system for some of these guys, but you still have the spine if it stays there.
T1 saying CFC want both Eze and Olise duo. Thoughts? We spoke about that a little bit earlier. If that is the case, then oh my word, like that transforms everything. It's not gonna happen. But can you imagine they're just lining up? Imagine, let's say they did get a striker. Let's say they lined up Eze on the left, Palmer in the middle, and Olise on the right.
Well, the squad's gonna have good competition.
Allow it, and then he's like, oh yeah, let's say one gets injured. Oh, they got Nkunks. Oh wait, they've even got somebody else. Yada yada yada. Oh wait, there's Chukwuemeka. He can play on the right too. You know, he's a baller. Or you can play in the middle. Yeah, it's nuts. They built that. It's healthy, but it's maintaining all of them, their happiness and their minutes. Good luck.
Yeah. I feel like if Liverpool get it right, they'll be okay. But generally speaking, I can see us replacing them in terms of like being challengers soon, if we get it right. So it's literally
you can see like, I've already got you on
flipping where like they become like the top 4 Europa League, happy to get 4th, and we end up being like the solid 30. I'm not just saying that, but
do you know why I can't see that happening? The difference is, I'm gonna say it and I'll keep saying it. Your sporting director compared to their sporting directors, their CEO compared to your CEO is night and day.
But they have proven we don't.
Exactly.
So you're
that's
right.
Yeah,
you're
that's
right,
what, that's for me. That's the difference. Is the machine in Liverpool.
Yeah, but you're right. But I'm not wrong then. Like what I'm
saying.
No,
you're not wrong. You can't. I'm not saying you're wrong, but if
I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm just saying like
if we got off a basis, yeah.
Yeah, if my thing is true. If both things were to exist, I could still be right. They could have a good board, but our team could click, and then we end up hiding them anyway.
I think it'll be a good battle. I'm not going to say you won't replace them, but replacing them is a big word, by the way. Replacing, right. But at the same time, I can't see Liverpool dropping off too far. And to be fair, I can see Chelsea getting a lot better as well. Do you know what I mean? And I think the season after, we'll see who's really up for it. If Pep's to leave, it's like I believe not this season coming up. The season after, I believe there'll be a lot of teams fighting to dominate the league.
By the way, the deluded one, Robert M, has a question for you.
What makes? Do you really want me to answer that question? What man like Egbali and all them man
Let's
there?
be calm here, guys.
Or even, yeah, like I'm not being funny. Like, do you really want me to go through your hierarchy for like the 6th time in a week? Just saying, innit? Yeah, like even Ches knows. You ain't got don't compare to Michael Edwards and Julian Ward and all these men that have come through. Like real talk. Robert, I know he's a CEO. Come on now. Yeah, let's not make this embarrassing. But yeah, man. The thing is Chelsea's hierarchy is a funny game. What does he mean? Check Matt Law. What did Matt Law say?
Well, it's probably nada, man.
Nah, don't deny it because you don't like the news. Let's see what he has to say. 4 hours ago. What did Matt Law say?
I don't know.
No seafood anymore at Chelsea. What do you mean?
Oh, it's in the Conte thing. We're winning the league. We're winning the league.
They're changing the diets.
Come on. Monto and Kaz, I'm telling you, man, right now. next season, if we're any good, you're gonna see a new me, more shameless. and you think it's bad now. Guys, you man think like the Arsenal fans are bad. Imagine me done good.
Bro,
I've
seen Don. Ches, obviously, bro, you wasn't as vocal this season, innit? But I've seen Don chat shit from 12 with my own eyes. I've seen this guy from 12, bro. I can't see this guy back on top. I can't see this guy back in challenging again, fam.
No, but to be fair, me and Don been calling from last season that our team is a lot better than everyone says it is. So it does turn out that way once. You're not wrong for what you're saying.
No, even when Potter was there, Don was chatting shit, bro. Like, this guy's chatting shit from 12. I couldn't believe my eyes.
No, I can see us being good next season, man. You can clip this up. I want all these receipts because when we do well, I want to take them myself and use them.
To be fair, bro, I protected Enzo for quite a long time, you know. He just gave me no more excuses, innit? I protected Enzo up until Christmas. I think I gave it till like Christmas.
You never protected Enzo. I don't remember you protecting Enzo, bro.
Cass, have I not protected Enzo, bro?
Has Monts been protecting Caicedo and Enzo?
Bro, I protected Enzo Fernandez.
No, so it's like a bit of a duo, yeah. I think Enzo is.
He protects Caicedo. I protect
Caicedo. Yeah, that's the way it goes. I don't like. I'm not a massive fan of Enzo.
Like,
I feel like you two are just seeing the green shoots and you're changing your tune because I don't remember any. I
don't cross Caicedo.
Watch this, especially the ones on BSC.
I watch all the streams because I'm on some of them as well. I never heard you rating them.
Bro, Chess, Cass is trying to say Monts, you're doing the mad thing with Caicedo, and I said, bro, you're doing the mad thing with Enzo, bro. Like that's usually what it was. But I gave up on that thing.
Cass had a pitchfork out for Caicedo, or was it Enzo? No, Enzo. I remember there was a stream. And I was like, he started murmuring it. And then ever since that day, he's been on to Enzo. Ever since then, he's like, he's meaty. Doesn't do nothing. I think it might be one of the games he must have lost and they just blamed him.
Monts hasn't let up the Caicedo thing since his mistake since West Ham. And that's all that rings back into his head.
Night, man.
And Forest.
Yeah, like the nitpicking parts of stuff and all that. And then obviously it's a madness because he spent 115 million, but that one hurt him, innit? That one hurt him.
No, that was a legendary day. Let's not lie. That was legendary, bro.
It was legendary. But imagine all of that happening, and then he goes and gives away a pen and has a disaster class on his debut. It was beautiful for me. That was
there. You know, hey, Monts, I was there live as well.
Wait, you went to the game?
Yeah,
I can't wait for certain headlines. Like if Somerville picks Liverpool, like or Chelsea, but like I'm just about Somerville rejects the other club. I can't wait for those headlines and the titles, man.
What is it? Is it July 1st? Is it July 1st? It all kicks off.
I don't know. No, mid-June.
No, it's like next week or something.
Yeah, about next week.
Okay.
So yeah,
next Friday.
But yeah, man, I big up everyone. We like 8 subs off of 23k. So you ain't done that, please do so. And also, furthermore than that, do like the video, and obviously you can go subscribe to Ches Real Blue. And then of course Big Six Bants as well. But yeah, man, big up. And we'll be back tonight as well, about 7, maybe 8. Fuck the international friendlies. And there's quite a bit of other news that we'll dive into. So in a bit.